ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। हरिः ॐ everybody. Like yesterday, first we'll chant the Khadgamala Stotram. I'm sure you must have this Sanskrit, whatever language you are using, that's fine. You can, if you mute it, you can also chant. It's up to you, or you can listen. Okay, I will go slowly. That way you get familiar with that. First, we are doing the chanting. Sri Devi Khadgamala Stotram. ह्रीङ्कारासनगर्भितानलशिखाम् सौक्लीं कलां बिभ्रतीं सौवर्णाम्बरधारिणीं वरसुधाधौतां त्रिनेत्रोज्ज्वलां वन्दे पुस्तकपाशमङ्कुशधरां स्रग्भूषिताम्बुज्ज्वलां त्वां गौरीं त्रिपुरां परात्परकलां श्रीचक्रसञ्चारिणीम् अस्य श्रीशुद्धशक्तिमाला महामन्त्रस्य उपस्थेन्द्रियाधिष्ठायी वरुणादित्य ऋषिः दैवी गायत्री छन्दः सात्विक ककार भट्टारकपीठस्थित कामेश्वराङ्कनिलया महाकामेश्वरी श्रीललिता परा भट्टारिका देवता ऐं बीजं क्लीं शक्तिः सौकीलकं मम खड्गसिद्ध्यर्थे जपे विनियोगः मूलमन्त्रेण षडङ्गन्यासं कुर्यात् ध्यानं तादृशं खड्गमाप्नोति येन हस्तस्थितेन वै अष्टादश महाद्वीप सम्राट् भोक्ता भविष्यति. Oh, you don't have it in Sanskrit, that's okay. It starts with Araktabham because I have that copy too. Okay, I'm going to start from Araktabham Trinetram Arunimavadanam Ratnatatankaramyam Hastam Bhojai Sapashankushamadana Dhanussayakaihi Vispurantim. If you have it together, Dhanussayakair Vispurantim Apino Tungavakshoruha Kalasa Lutattara Harojvalangim Dhyayedamboruhastam Arunimavasanam Ishwarim Ishwaranam Lamityadi Panchapujam Kuryat Yadha Shakti Moola Mantram Japet Om Aim Hrim Srim Aim Klim Sauhu Om Namat Tripura Sundari Hridaya Devi Siro Devi Sikha Devi Kavacha Devi Netra Devi Astra Devi Kameswari Bhagamalini Nityaklinne Bherunde Vahnivasini Mahavajreswari Sivaduti Tvarite Kulasundari Nitye Neelapatake Vijaye Sarvamangale Jwalamalini Chitre Mahanitye Parameswara Parameswari Mitresha-mayi, Shashtisha-mayi, Uddisha-mayi, Charyanadha-mayi, Lopamudra-mayi, Agastya-mayi, Kalatapana-mayi, Dharmacharya-mayi, Muktakesiswara-mayi, Deepakalanatha-mayi, विष्णुदेवमयी प्रभाकरदेवमयी तेजोदेवमयी मनोजदेवमयी कल्याणदेवमयी वासुदेवमयी रत्नदेवमयी श्रीरामानन्दमयी अणिमा सिद्धे लघिमा सिद्धे गरिमा सिद्धे महिमा सिद्धे ईशित्व सिद्धे वशित्व सिद्धे प्राकाम्य सिद्धे भुक्ति सिद्धे इच्छा सिद्धे प्राप्ति सिद्धे सर्वकाम सिद्धे ब्राह्मी माहेश्वरी कौमारी वैष्णवी वाराही माहेन्द्री चामुण्डे महालक्ष्मी सर्वसंक्षोभिणी सर्वविद्राविणी सर्वाकर्षिणी सर्ववशङ्करी सर्वोन्मादिनी सर्वमहाङ्कुशे सर्वखेचरी सर्वबीजे सर्वयोनि सर्वत्रिखण्डे त्रैलोक्यमोहनचक्रस्वामिनी प्रकटयोगिनी कामाकर्षिणी बुद्ध्याकर्षिणी अहंकाराकर्षिणी शब्दाकर्षिणी स्पर्शाकर्षिणी रूपाकर्षिणी रसाकर्षिणी गंधाकर्षिणी चित्ताकर्षिणी धैर्याकर्षिणी स्मृत्याकर्षिणी नामाकर्षिणी बीजाकर्षिणी आत्माकर्षिणी अमृताकर्षिणी शरीराकर्षिणी सर्वाशा परिपूरक चक्र स्वामिनी गुप्तयोगिनी अनंगकुसुमे अनंगमेखले अनंगमदने अनंगमदनातुरे अनंगरेखे अनंगवेगिनी अनंगांकुशे अनंगमालिनी सर्वसंक्षोभणचक्रस्वामिनी गुप्ततरयोगिनी सर्वसंक्षोभिणी सर्वविद्राविणी सर्वाकर्षिणी सर्वाह्लादिनी सर्वसम्मोहिनी सर्वस्तंभिनी सर्वजृंभिणी सर्ववशंकरी सर्वरंजनी सर्वोन्मादिनी सर्वार्थसाधिके सर्वसंपत्तिपूरणी सर्वमंत्रमयी सर्वद्वंद्वक्षयंकरी सर्वसौभाग्यदायक चक्रस्वामिनी संप्रदाय योगिनी सर्वसिद्धिप्रदे सर्वसंपत्प्रदे सर्वप्रियंकरी सर्वमंगलकारिणी सर्वकामप्रदे सर्वदुःखविमोचनी सर्वमृत्युप्रशमनी सर्वविघ्ननिवारिणी सर्वांगसुंदरी सर्वसौभाग्यदायिनी सर्वार्धसाधकचक्रस्वामिनी कुलोत्तीर्णयोगिनी सर्वज्ञे सर्वशक्ते सर्वैश्वर्यप्रदायिनी सर्वज्ञानमयी सर्वव्याधिविनाशिनी सर्वाधारस्वरूपे सर्वपापहरे सर्वानन्दमयी सर्वरक्षास्वरूपिणी सर्वेप्सितफलप्रदे सर्वरक्षाकरचक्रस्वामिनी निगर्भयोगिनी वशिनी कामेश्वरी मोदिनी विमले अरुणी जयिनी सर्वेश्वरी कौलिनी सर्वरोगहरचक्रस्वामिनी रहस्ययोगिनी बाणिनी चापिनी पाशिनी अंकुशिनी महाकामेश्वरी महावज्रेश्वरी महाभगमालिनी सर्वसिद्धिप्रदचक्रस्वामिनी अतिरहस्ययोगिनी श्री श्री महाभट्टारके सर्वानंदमय चक्रस्वामिनी परापर रहस्ययोगिनी त्रिपुरे त्रिपुरेशी Tripura Sundari, Tripura Vasini, Tripura Sri, Tripura Malini, Tripura Siddhe, Tripuramba, Maha Tripura Sundari, Maha Maheswari, Maha Maharagni, Maha Mahashakte, Maha Mahagupte, Maha Mahajnapte, Maha Mahanande, Maha Mahaskande, Maha Mahashaye, Maha Maha Sri Chakra Nagara Samragni, Namaste, 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 Namaha. So now we finished the chanting. Yesterday, I'm just going to recap 5 minutes just to bring back to our mind here, because mind wanders around in the worldly pleasures or in the world. So yesterday we saw the title, Sri, what is meant by Sri Devi Khadgamala Stotram, what it is. And then the first shlokam, Hrinkarasana Garbhitanala Shikham. That's when we saw that shloka, the meaning of that shloka. Hri means Bhuvaneshwari Bijam. Bijaksharam, I'm sure you must have heard. Bijaksharam means it's like a seed. If you want to say in computer language, it's like a password to entry. What happens is our rishis, Hreem, when they hear that word, they will remember Mother Bhuvaneswari. For us, we need to know what is Bhuvaneswari means. We need to know Bhuvana and Ishwari. That is the word Bhuvana Ishwari. We already covered this one. Bhuvana means our individual body, which is Vyashti, and total Bhuvanas means the whole universe. The whole universe is like 14 worlds our scriptures are talking about. Upper, starting from Bhuloka, all that, and then downwards 7. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Patala, all those. Up 7, down 7. So that is Bhuvaneshwari. That is symbolizes as Hreem. And then they are one day we are salutating to that mother. How is she? Pustakam. She's having a pustakam means book. Pasha means rope. Ankusha means the trident. And Sragbhushita means all the flowers. Chandanam and flowers she is wearing. So that is mother they are talking about. And Tvam means you. Who are you? Gauri. You are that Gauri. And you are the Tripura. The Tripura words comes a lot. I will explain that maybe not tomorrow, today, because if I start explaining, it's going to take some time. I'm going to explain that Tripura. And then you are the Sri Chakra Sancharini. You are in Sri Chakra. Sancharini means you are moving about. So what is Sri Chakra? We saw that yesterday. Sri Chakra is our body is also Sri Chakra. And then total universe is also Sri Chakra. So that is what we are going to see. Each one is one Nama, one Devata. Means whatever we see, this is not just a matter. According to our scriptures, this is the mother we are seeing. But right now we don't know that. We are still seeing the matter as, we are not able to see mother. To able to see mother, that is why we need this Khadgamala Stotram. Khadga means yesterday we talked sword. So that's why we need to have the sword in our hands. So then we can see not like a matter or world with the divine eyes. The eye will open up, then we'll be able to see mother in everything, everywhere in everything. So that's how we covered. Now, let us go to, I'm keeping my Sanskrit copy also, so that way, if I will go through with that only. It one says, so this one, Asya Sri Shuddha Shakti Mala Maha Mantrasya. Asya means now, Sri Shuddha Shakti means they are talking about mother. How is this one? Shuddha Shakti Mala Mahamantrasya. This is a mantram. This is a Mala mantram. See, mantras are also so many types. Om is Ekaksharam. Like that, there are 9 letters mantra is there. Bala Tripura Sundari mantra, and 15 letter mantra is there. 16 letter mantra is there. So many mantras are there for mother. See, but one point I want to tell you, when we talk about mother, it is called Sri Vidya. This is called Sri Vidya Upasana. That means all the Lalita Sahasranamam, Devi Khadgamala Stotram, and Saundarya Lahari, and then Devi Bhagavatam, Devi Saptashati, and some more, they all come under Sri Vidya. Sri Atma Vidya, Mahavidya, Sri Vidya, Kama Pujita. Lalita Sahasranamam says, this is nothing but Atma Vidya, self-knowledge. So mother will reveal herself to us. So that's why we are doing this. This is under Sri Vidya. Mother Upasana is called Sri Vidya. Or some people say Shakteyam. Shakti Upasana is called Shakteyam. Shiva Upasana is called Shaivite. Vishnu Upasakas are called Vaishnavites. And Shakti, we already saw, third one, Shakteyam. And then Subramanya Upasana is there. And Saurabh Upasana is there too, means Surya, sun god. This sun god Upasana we see mostly in Upanishads. Later on, we see Rama, Krishna, all those. Or, mother, Shiva, Vishnu. But sun god, even though people are there, but we see lot in Upanishads. Surya Upasana, that is called Sauram. And some people, Upasana means their primary god is Ganapati. They are called Ganapatyam. So Shankaracharya divided them into 6. So one is Shaivites, Vaishnavites, and Shakteyam, who worships mother, Shakti Upasakas. That means they, even though they keep all the same, but mainly they keep that god. And then Sauram means Surya. And then Ganapati is Ganapatyam. And then we finished Ganapati, all 6 of them. So this is how it is. So now this is called Sri Vidya, Shakteya Upasana. Because there are so many names, this is called Mahamala Mantram. So that's why don't underestimate this. We are chanting the mantra. We are getting the power of the mantra chanting. This is not that simple, like the energy creates in our body. That energy should be used for good purposes, to learn more, to spread the knowledge, to serve. So that energy, that's what it happens. That's why they said Maha Mala Mantrasya. And then I want to tell you one point about mantra. Bijakshara we saw, this is like a seed. Mantra, we hear that word a lot. What is mantra means? Mananat trayate iti mantraha. Means whoever reflects. Mananat trayate means it protects. Mananat trayate iti mantraha. Whoever reflects these Khadgamala Stotram or any mantra, that will protect them. So from all the outside disturbances or inside disturbances, we all go through this. We might be sitting in AC room, nice sofa, nice comfortable chair, anything, all the comforts, maid comes and cleans, everything is fine, health is fine. Nice car, beautiful, everything is good. But still, we feel some kind of disturbances inside. Isn't it true? Nobody is doing that to us. We are doing that to ourselves. So disturbances are kind of 2 types. Bahya Abhyantara. I'm going to give you technical words also. Because you are all not 101 students. You are all listening to Swamiji's lot of lectures. So outside is called Bahya. Abhyantara means inside. So outside disturbances and inside disturbances, both of them will be gone. Then we feel peace. Isn't it? That's what we want. Shanti. So that is what this Khadgamala Stotram is going to do. That's why they said Mahamala Mantrasya. Now, whenever they say even Lalita Sahasranama or Vishnu Sahasranama, even Gayatri Mantra, anywhere, we see the Rishi. Rishi means the seer, Drashta. We call that Drashta. Drashta means seer. Everywhere you see the Rishi. That's why here, Upastendriyadhishtayi Varunaditya Rushayaha. Here, the Devi Khadgamala Stotram Rushayaha, that seer, that Drashta, is Varuna Aditya Rushihi. And then Upasthendriya Adhishtayi, I will explain to you that also, because this is a good one to know. We have Karmendriyas, 5 of them. Vak, Pani, Padam, Payu, Upastha. Vak means speech. That is Karmendriya, one organ of action. Vak, Pani means hands. You see, I'm moving my hands this way, that way. It's doing action. So Pani means hands. Vak, Pani. Padam means feet. It does action. We walk. So that is also called Karmendriya. Vak, Pani, Padam, Payu, Upastha. Then one is a genital organ. Upastha means genital organ. And then Payu means excretion. So genital organ and this excretion organ. Because they are doing action. That is why they are called Karmendriya. Organ of action. Organs of action. So that is Upastha Indriya Adhishtayi means residing deity, deciding. That is the Varunaditya Rushayaha. He is the seer for this Khadgamala Stotram. Okay, now next one is Devi Gayatri Chandaha. Chandaha means meter. This is in Gayatri Chandaha, Gayatri meter. There are so many meters. Anushtup Chandaha, Vishnu Sahasranama, Bhagavad Gita, both of them are in Anushtup Chandas. Then Gayatri Chandas, we are seeing that. And then Jagati Chandas, like that, so many are there. So wherever we see Rushayaha, we see, wherever you see, now you can pay attention. Lalita Sahasranama, I mean, not now, when you are chanting, they will say Rushayaha and Chandasu, all those they will say. So now that is what it is, meter, Gayatri meter. And now Devata, they have to say the Devata. Which Devata are we going to invoke? Are this stotram about? So then they talk about Devata. Satvika Kakara Bhattaraka Pithastita Kameshwaranka Nilaya. Okay, so I'm reading from Sanskrit also. So that way I'm comparing with my Telugu book and Sanskrit. So that way we all have the same one. Satvika Kakara Bhattaraka Pithastita Kameswaranka Nilaya Maha Kameswari Sri Lalita Parabhattarika Devata. See that Devata word came? Devata means the deity, which the whole thing is for the Devata. This is all adjective for the Devata. Who is the Devata? Maha Kameswari Sri Lalita Parabhattarika. That is what we are going to, the Devata, we are going to invoke with this Khadgamala Stotram. Where is she? Kameshwaranka Nilaya. Here also, let me see. Kameshwaranka Nilaya. Kameshwara means Shiva, Lord Shiva. She is sitting on his thighs. Uruvulu means thighs. He is sitting on his thighs. All the gods are sitting like that on their thighs. Same way, Ramachandraji, we say, Vamankastita Janaki Parilasat Kodanda Dandankare. Even Sita ji sits on Vamankastita, that left hand, left thigh, she sits. Vamankastita Janaki. Janaki means Sita Devi. Same way, here they are saying, Kameswaranka Nilaya. So that is Satvika Bhattarika Pitastita, that is all Suddha Sattva. That is representation of Shiva. So now we saw the basically Rushayaha means seer, Varunaditya Rushihi, then Chandasu, meter, that is the Gayatri Chandas, and then Devata is Mahakameswari Sri Lalita Parabhattarika Devata, and she is sitting on Kameshwaranka Nilaya. Kameshwara means Shiva, and she is sitting on his lap. So this is how we saw up to that one. And then next, these are all again Bija mantras. Okay. Aim Bijam. They always say that Bijam Shaktihi Kilakam. Whenever we recite any stotra, this also like Bijam, Shaktihi, Kilakam. Those three also they mention. Aim Bijam, Klim Shaktihi, Sauhu Kilakam. So that is what they are talking about. And then Mama Khadga Siddhyarthe, Jepe Viniyogaha, Mula Mantrena Shadanganyasam Kuryat. See, Mama Khadga Siddhyarthe. Mama means to me. Mama, to you. You can say to yourself. What we want, this Khadga, this sword, we need to have in our hand. With all these mantra, all these names of the mother, we are holding in our hand. Because to destroy the enemies and negativities. Same way, yesterday I mentioned that Mukunda Mala means Kulashekar Alvar written that one, 40 shlokas. What does that mean? Mala means garland. About whom? Mukunda, Sri Krishna. So he made a nice garland, about 40 shlokas for Mukunda, Sri Krishna. And then same way, we need to wear that garland. Once we learn and understand that Mukunda Mala, we need to make our own garland with bhava and wear it in our heart or body. Same way, this one we are carrying this sword. Not that we are carrying it physically, mentally we know mother is with us. That is the purpose of this. Mama Khadga Siddhyarthe Jepe Viniyogaha. Next one is Mula Mantrena Shadanganyasam Kuryat. This is, we already talked about Maha Mantram, and this is Mula Mantram. Shadanganyasam Kuryat. This one, it comes later, that Hrudaya Devi, Siro Devi, that time I will explain. But I will just touch base what it is. This whole mantra we need to invoke into our body, into ourselves. Ourselves, I'm just using the body means inside us. Make our own. When do we do that? Once I know the meaning of all these names, then I can make it on our own. Don't worry, it may not happen in one listening. That is why this is Shravana Sadhana. You are listening. That's what we did for 2 years in Vedanta course. Our Acharya Bodhatmananji taught us. He said, this is the Shravana Sadhana. You are in Rajdhani Express, one after the other, one after the other. Texts are one, we covered 65 texts in 2 years. So, but this is Shravana Sadhana. You are keep on listening. Then comes a reflection, Mananam. Then you can make it on your own and you think about this. Then you Nididhyasana means you abide in this truth. What we do is question comes, I'm listening, but nothing happens to me. I'm listening, I don't see it. Like that we question. But this we are doing the Shravana Sadhana. So then slowly we make this Khadgamala Stotram to ourselves. We own it. Like how we own house, how we own property, or how we own business, or how we own car. All this universal mother, we own her. We feel in our heart. That is the purpose of any stotras, for any god. So this is what Shadangan, this Khatga Siddhyarthe Viniyogaha Moola Mantrena Shadanganyasam Kuryat. Moola Mantrena, that's what I talked about. Now Shadanga Nyasam. This word I will explain. That means Shat Anga Nyasam. Shat means six. That's why we say Shashti Purti. Means 60 years completed. So Shat means 6. Anga means our body. In Anga means some people say limbs also. Either way, that word can be used in both ways. See, in Sanskrit language is so interesting. You can use the word, depends on the context. So Anga means our body or our limbs too. So Anga means to, Shadanga Nyasam. Nyasam means to keep or to put, T-O-2-P-U-T, put. To put this whole Maha Mantra in us. That is why any time they do this mantra, Gayatri mantra, any mantra, they do all this Shadanga Nyasam Kuryat. So we need to do that. That is called Anganyasa Karanyasa. Maybe I will tell you this word right now. That is why Nyasa means I told you. So that is to keep or to put. Anganyasam, Anga means our whole body. Karanyasa, Kara means hands. Nyasa means to keep that energy, this Khadgamala Stotram into our body, into our hands too. In our 3 bodies, Stula, gross body, Sukshma, subtle body, and Kausal body, Karana Sarira, in all 3 levels. So that is what it is talking about. So far, we did this Asya Sri Suddha Shaktimala Mahamantrasya, that whole paragraph we saw. And then now we are going to enter into Dhyanam. Dhyanam means meditation. Yesterday we already mentioned mother means Sarva Vyapakam. Sarva Vyapakam means all pervading, everywhere. Inside or in us and then outside too. Everywhere. Only mother is there. Because we are doing the mother, if you might have a question. If I hear Vishnu Sahasranama, you say Vishnu. If I say Shiva Sahasranama or Namaka Chamaka, you say Shiva. And then you say Ganapati is everywhere. What do we do? Whom should we believe or what should we do? In scriptures, they said that for that one, Nahi Ninda Nyayam. Nahi Ninda, not to keep down on any other god. This is called Stuti. Stuti means we are praising, to Stuti means we are praising this Lord, this mother. Why? So that way we can get the faith, Shraddha. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. Whoever has faith, Shraddha, they are the only one who gets the knowledge. If we have doubts, samshayatma vinashyati, Sri Krishna Paramatma said in Bhagavad Gita. If we have doubt, there is no way we can progress. So that is why they say, whichever God we are doing, they say He is the supreme. He is the ultimate. Doesn't mean other gods are lower. Because now we are doing for mother. Mother is everything for us now. Universal mother. She is everywhere. So to that universal mother, which is formless, we already talked about yesterday, Nirguna. Nirakara, formless. Everywhere means formless. If form is there, it becomes limited. Like for example, if water bottle is there, it has form. It only can stay here. It cannot come to you or cannot go there, just unless I move it. So that is called limited. But mother is unlimited, supreme. She is everywhere. But everywhere, are we able to grasp it? If I say everywhere, then you will say, what do you say? I see only empty space. I don't see mother. I see empty space. How can I do this dhyanam? That is why they do this shloka, description of mother. That way we can really, once we know the meaning, we can picturize in our mind, in our heart. When we close our eyes and chant the shloka, because now we know the meaning, mother's picture comes in our mind. That is called dhyanam. This dhyanam is for every god. Vishnu Sahasranama also, you see that. Kshirodhanvat pradeshe shuchimani vilasat saikate moktikanam. That is Vishnu Sahasranama. Lalita Sahasranama says, Arunam karuna tarangitakshim dhrutapasha ankusha pushpavana chapam. Like that, Lalita Sahasranama. If you do Shiva, Namakachammakam, Apatala Nabhastalanta Bhuvanas Brahmanda Mavispuratu Jyotis Patika Linga Moli Vilasat Purnindu Vanta Amrutaihi. Like that, Shiva. That's how we start the Namakachammakam before we do the Abhishekam. That is why every god, every stotram, they talk about dhyanam. Now, let us see. Yesterday I got the, okay, 1 minute. I want to see the time. Excuse me, 1 minute. So I can, because this class is 1 hour, so I want to make sure. Not able to see the time on this one. Okay. All right. This one now. Tadrusham khadgamapnoti yena hastasthitena vai. She is holding khadgam, sword, in her hand. Khadgam apnoti yena hastasthitena vai. Ashtadasha mahadvi. Oh, you don't have that. Sorry. I have it in my Telugu book. Sorry about that. Let me do Sanskrit here. Okay. Okay. Araktabham trinetram arunima vasanam ratnatatankaramyam. Sorry, ladies, you tell me the time. It's about 8 o'clock because I'm not getting the clock in this one. I have the, 7:41. Okay, sorry. Okay.
20 minutes.
Okay. So we can finish this one. Okay. Araktabham trinetram arunima vadanam. Araktabham means she is full of red. Mother wears a red saree. Yesterday also we talked about red saree. Araktabham. And then trinetram. Three means 3. Netram means eyes. She has 3 eyes. One left eye, right eye, and middle eye. So that's what trinetram. Arunima vadanam. That is why Lalita Sahasranama says Sarvaruna Anavadyangi. Sarvaruna means everything is red. Sarva means all. Aruna. Sarvaruna Anavadyangi means there are no crookedness in her. So that is what Arunima Vadanam. She is with red face. Face is also like a Patala Varnam they call. Arunima Vadanam. Like a rose. Pink and white mixed up. So that is what they are talking about. And Ratna Tatanka Ramyam. Tatanka means earrings. Tatanka Yugali Bhuta Tapanodupa Mandalar. Lalita Sahasranam says. Tatanka means ears. So Ratna Tatanka Ramyam. Beautiful diamond studded. She is wearing beautiful Tatanka means earrings. Then Hastam Bhojai Sa Pashankusha Madana Dhanus Sayakaihi. She has 4 hands. In each hand, Hasta means hands. Sa Pasham. One hand she is holding rope. Pasham means rope. Ankusham means the trident. Ankusham. And Madana Dhanus Sayak. Madana Dhanu means she is holding the Dhanusu. Dhanusu means a bow. She is holding bow. Sayakai means that arrows. She is holding this Madana Dhanu Sayakaihi, bow and arrow. Vispurantim, they are all shining. See, if you see, I can show you this one. If you see Lalita Parameswari, see what is the difference? See, what is that? She is holding that, I don't know if you can see it. See, that green one right there. See, sugar cane she is holding. That is the difference from other gods to Lalita Devi. She holds that sugar cane in her hand. So, Dhanuhu means here that sugar cane. And this one, Bana means the arrows. It is a representation of, she holds the flowers. See, if you have that book, she holds the flowers. Usually it says 5, but some books might have 10. It's only the symbol, that 5 representation of Prapancham. Prapancham means nothing but made out of 5. That is what Prapancha, showing she is holding the whole universe in her hand. So that's what they are talking about. One hand she has a rope, one hand trident, and one has sugar cane, and then the flowers. Bana representation of the flowers. And then Apinotunga Vakshoruha Kalasha Lutattara. Vakshoruha means her chest. Mother means, see here I have to tell you one point. You might think, why are they describing her chest? See, mother means what? Matru Sthanam means, mother means she nourishes everyone. That is why they are talking about the breast. Nourisher of all the children, every one of us, from ant to Brahmaji. So that's what it is. Api Notunga Vakshoruha means her breasts. Vakshoruha. Then Hara Ujvalangim, and she's wearing nice, beautiful haras. So whenever we chant the shloka, we need to remember the whole picture. Lalita Sahasranamam talk about very elaborately up to 21 shlokas. First, exactly like this picture. It talks elaborately. Here they are just giving one shloka. So now you know she's wearing red sari and 3 eyes, and then hands she's holding Pasham, Ankusham, and then sugar cane means Cheruku Gada we call sugar cane, and then flower bouquet. Usually it is the 5, some might put 10, but it is the symbolism of Prapancham. So that's what it is. Now when we read this one Dhyanam, then we should able to see the mother, whole mother in front of our eyes. And then how is she? Dhyayet Ambhoru Hastam. Dhyayet, and meditating. Ambhoru Hastam. Ambhoruha, ambas means water. What comes from water? The lotus. Padma means lotus. And she is holding a lotus also. Arunima Vasanam. Arunima means again a red color. That lotus is about a red color. And Ishwarim Ishwaranam. Ishwari means a controller. Controller of everybody, controller of the whole universe. That is called Ishvara. That is Srishti Sthiti Laya Karaka, means cause for whole creation. That is called Ishvara. That's why we say Jiva Jagat Ishvara. This is triangle. We need to make it as one. Jiva Jagat Ishvara. So that is called Ishvara. Now, lamityadi pancha pujam kuryat. Now, here, lamityadi, it is talking about lamityadi. What is that? Here we will see what it is. See, puja means worship. Whenever we do puja, normally there are 16 steps. Shodasha Upachara, they say. 16 steps are in there, in any most of the puja, mean worships. But here, this one they are saying Pancha Pujam. Pancha means 5. Even if we don't have time, for our simplification, for our convenience, our rishis are so kind, they gave only 5 pujas we should do every day. That's what lamityadi pancha pujam kuryat. We will see what that one is. Lamityadi. Now, pancha puja means 5. Lam prudvi tatvatmikayai Sri Lalita Devyai Gandham Parikalpayami. Means Lam representation of, that is the bijam. That's why they put lamityadi. Lam means prudvi tattvam, means bhumi. That is bijaksharam. And that bhumi, the earth representation of gandham. Gandham, you all know sandalwood. See, that is why earth has the smell. That is why Punyo Gandha Prudhivyam Cha, Sri Krishna says Bhagavad Gita. That's why whenever it rains, we can smell that beautiful smell. Wow, we say how wonderful it is. So that is one puja, one step. Prudhvi Tattvatmikayai Gandham Parikalpayami. We offer the sandalwood paste. Next one is Ham Akasha Tattvatmikayai Sri Lalita Devyai Pushpam Parikalpayami. Ham representation of Akasha Tattvam means space. For that we do Pushpam means flower. See, we are seeing the 5 steps. First one is Gandham. If we don't have time, at least we can do this 5. First one is Gandham, sandalwood. Second one is Pushpam, means flower. Next one is Yam Vayu Tattvatmikaye Sri Lalita Devyai Dhupam Samarpayami. Yam again representation of Vayu Tattvam, that is the Bijakshara. Dhupam means that agarabatti, that stick, you all know what is, and we lit it and go around. Dhupam we call, that fragrance stick. That is the third one. Fourth one, Ram. Again, Ram means, Vahni means fire. Always fire, Ram representation of fire. These are all Bijakshara. Ram Vahni Tattvatmikaye Sri Lalita Devyai Deepam Parikalpayami. Deepam, we lit the lamp. So first Gandham, Pushpam, Dhupam, Deepam, 4 are done. Now we need to do 5th one. Vam Amruta Tattvatmikaye Sri Lalita Devyai Amruta Naivedyam Samarpayami. Vam representation of Jala Tattva, to water. So that's why we are saying Amruta Naivedyam. Naivedyam means if we cook, that is great. Even if we don't cook, we can offer fruits or nuts, anything, or milk, and then we can take it like a naivedya, offer it and take it to ourselves. So that's what it is. These 5 pujas, at least we should be able to do every day. That's why they say, see, our rishis are so compassionate. You don't have to worry so much. We always think, I don't have time for puja. We have time for everything. If somebody, children comes, grandchildren comes, anybody, guest comes, we skip puja. But see how simple it is. 5 steps we need to do. Gandham means sandalwood, and then Pushpam means flower, Dhupam means that agarabatti, and then Deepam means the light, and then Naivedyam. We don't need to work very hard. All we need to do is offer our fruits. So that's what it is. Now Lamityadi Pancha Pujam Kuryat. Now last line is, let me finish this one so we can conclude with this. You already have it in this one in book. Yeah, very good. Okay. Lamicharji, okay. Pujam kuryat visa yadha shakti moola mantram japet. Yadha shakti means whatever is possible to me, how much I can do, I will do this japam. 1 time or 2 times or 3 times, it's up to us, because this is all names only, mother's names. Very easy to chant once we know. It takes only 5-6 minutes. So that is why, or whenever Navaratri time we can chant, depends on our convenience, more also. So basically we saw all that, this Dhyana Shloka, and then that Lam, Ham, Yam, Ram, Vam. See, some means Sarva Tattvatmikaya, offering everything. Tambulam Samarpaya. This is what extra they added. But basically, these 5 pujas, we covered that part. And then next week, we will see Devi Sambodhanam. Okay. I will talk about all that. They are all Bijaksharas. Okay. So that we will see next week. Because otherwise it gets too much. So up to here, I think this is enough. Already lot of technical, I was talking about, it might be too much to grasp also. Okay, everybody is okay, or is it too much? Are you enjoying or whatever, you are okay with that? So let me conclude. Our time is also over. So far, we have done up to here. We still have 5 minutes, but I don't want to overdo it. Let me recap whatever we did today, up to here, from beginning to here. Jnana shloka we did. So description of mother. And then puja vidhi, 5 steps in puja, worships. Gandham we need to offer, and then flower, incense sticks, and then deepam, again naivedyam. So at least these we should do about this Khadgamala Stotram. So we are going to see all the rest of it next week. Let me conclude. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.